What's up, YouTube vinyl community? Will with Southern Grails. I'm back here with a long overdue video. I know it's been a while. It's been like 2 months. But you guys follow me on Instagram and you know what I've been doing, ripping and roaring. Man, I got a nice stack of some cool keepers for the permanent collection. Let's jump right into it. I know you guys want to see the heat. First up, man, I don't keep many gospel in my collection, but this is one that's worthy. The Sons of Truth, A Message from the Ghetto. This is a cool promo copy on the Gospel Truth. If you see that label, if you like good gospel funk, it's got some good stuff on there. But this one, man, this one's kind of special. I mean, one, because of the cover. You see that cover, if you don't know it, you're going to get it. But man, this one has a lot of fuzz guitar, which I think is freaking amazing. It's really, really good. It's got some more soulful stuff, but man, check it out on YouTube. The Sons of Truth. They didn't put out a lot. I think this is the only full length that they put out. But man, whew, check out that guitar on Gospel Funk, man. That's really good. Okay, this guy right here, I'm all about this guy recently. He's kind of been what I've been after. This is Eddie Russ. Take a look at yourself. Original on Monument. This is straight up jazz, dirty funk. Eddie Russ, a fantastic keyboard piano player. This is everything you want in a jazz funk record. Everything you want. Unbelievably cool. Okay, this one here, this is a cheap one that should be worth way more than what it is. If you like jazz, if you like that kind of Strata East sound, highly recommend this. Get these before they sell out. There's a few you can get on Discogs right now, dirt cheap, for like 15, 20 bucks. But this is the Joel Newman Quintet. Oh, Sing Unto the Lord a New Song. So this is on Fortress, small Philly label. And this pastor, Reverend John G. Jensel, basically all he does is he just quotes the Psalms right there, and then he lets this band go ham. And it is some of the most beautiful, beautiful jazz I've heard in a long time. And it should be worth more. Small label like that with these kind of performers. Check it out. There's only one track on YouTube. If I had time, I would like to rip it and put it on YouTube. But somebody please, it needs to be out there. There's a few on Discogs. Check them out, snatch it up, put it on YouTube so the world can hear it. That's some really beautiful stuff. Okay, man, this is a cool compilation. Digging Out. This is a surf rock compilation on this label called Mr. Menicati. This is fantastic. You look at some of these bands, which I don't know. I mean, when it comes to surf rock, anything outside of the Beach Boys, I'm a little ignorant too. But you look up some of these groups like the Illusions, the Vistas, the Avengers 6, Dave and the Customs, Nation Rock and Shadows, Newport Nomads, the Gold Tones, the Progressives, the Jestics. You start looking up their original 7 inches, which are just unbelievably rare. They go for like thousands of dollars. And the music is great. The music is really great if you like that surf sound, you know, no singing, just jamming. This is the one for you. And if you don't want to hunt down their singles, which are, from what research I've done, nearly impossible to find, this is a cool compilation you could pick up relatively cheap, you know, in the $20 range. Here's one you don't see that often clean anyway. Jimmy Forrest, Sit Down and Relax, 62 mono pressing. You know, I hate to say it like this, but this is just kind of, it's vanilla. It really is. But it's a clean copy. You know, you got Calvin Newborn, Tommy Potter, Hugh Lawson. You know, I know Tommy Potter. I know Jimmy Forrest. But this is a tough one to find clean. And I'm happy to find it. But I hate to even say it like that. Like, you know, Van Gelder, Prestige, there's very a rare miss on that label. Now, this was not a miss, don't get me wrong. It's just, if you stream it, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, let me check it out, you'll kind of get what I'm saying. It's good background jazz. Like, you're not gonna sit there and try to dissect it like this is amazing. God, I sound sacrilegious even saying that. Scratch all that. It's a great album, great jazz. Check it out. Okay, another band Never heard of these guys before. This copy was sealed. I had to pop the tag on that thing to see what I was working with. It's Colonel Bagshot. Oh, what a lovely war. Now this is a 74 pressing on Cadet. I think the first was 71 and it had that white Cadet label. This is just good straight up psych. Straight up good psych rock. I think this is the only thing they put out. And I believe these guys are from Livershire. One of those English towns. I'm butchering it. I'm butchering it, I know. They came with this cool insert. Yeah, it's really cool. You can pick up these if you want a first. I'm not sure if there's any even for sale. I think the second pressing goes around the $75 range. I'm not sure if they reissued it or not. Of course, I could look and find out, but I'm making a video. But that's really, really cool, man. Just straight up psych if you like it. Another band I got a few in here. Just it's fascinating when you're digging all the cool new stuff that you find. You know, there's so much music out there. You'll never get to listen to all of it. But here's another one. It's called The Nobody Else. This is a promo copy on Hip. This is more like Grateful Dead, kind of country rock, a little bit of psych, but it's, I hate to even say it like this. It's like grandpa's rock, but it's really good. It's rare. They didn't put out a ton, and you can pick these up. If you like the Grateful Dead, you'll dig that. Not quite as the long jam sessions that the Grateful Dead is known for, but really cool stuff. Here's another one, man. Never knew who these people were. The only album they put out, Spontaneous Combustion. Come and stick your head in. This is on the Flying Dutchman. This is a cool promo copy. Anything you see on Flying Dutchman, grab it. You'll rarely be disappointed. I think they put out a few like polka and easy listening kind of stuff. But other than that, you're going to get great music. This is straight up jazz rock in the vein of Zappa. If you like that, find this. Now the originals can go for cheap, man. Cheap. This is cheap heat. You can get for like $25, $30 in that vein. Somebody put up a YouTube video, but it was not the best quality. They was moving around and way back. They did the full album, but it didn't do its service. But that's a great one. Spontaneous Combustion. Okay, now this guy here, I know this Japanese artist. So when I seen this, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be awesome. But I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Jiro Inagaki and the Chuck Rainey rhythm section. So Jiro Inagaki was in the early 70s in Japan. He was with a group called Soul Media. So if you know, you know. So him with the Soul Media, those original Japanese pressings, they're never for sale. When they are, they go for thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. But it's really good jazz funk. This is more kind of in the, and I hate to say it, it has a tinge of big band, if that sounds right. Really good stuff, man. There's one track in here. It's kind of like soul jazz with a woman singing. This is an original 78 Japan pressing. Really, really, really good. There's Jiro right there. Great sax. There's her. I don't know who is that. Who is that doing that singing? But there's one track in there with her singing, kind of a slower soul jazz track. But other than that, man, this is really, really good funk. And some affordable Jiro. I doubt it's Gyro. That doesn't sound Japanese. It's Jiro. It's got to be Jiro. But this is some really, really affordable, that Japanese jazz funk sound. You can pick up relatively easy. Yeah, these go for, you can get one of these for like $30 right now on Discogs. Okay, this one here. This is a nerd out kind of album in my jazz brain. This is a great one for me. So these are Billie Holiday originally sung tracks, sung by Chet Baker. This is Baker's Holiday original, man. This is 65 on Limelight. Can we just stop and appreciate Chet Baker's voice? I mean, it's like melting butter, on a pile of flapjacks. It is, he was singing like Billie Eilish before Billie Eilish, whispering into that microphone so sensually. He plays a little bit more singing than playing, which is fine. But man, Chet Baker, love you, dude. All right, this is an album I've seen a million times, and I've never thought to keep one in my permanent collection, but this one's a little special. It's Roy Ayers' Ubiquity. A Tear to a Smile. Straight up jazz funk, man. Really, really good stuff. This one's kind of cool, man. That one's signed by Roy. So, a cool one to have. One you can pick up, like I said, you can pick this one up cheap. They've reissued it. Love Roy. Love him. Good stuff. Okay, only got a few left, guys. So this one here, I, of course, didn't know anything about. But I seen it was recorded in Durham, North Carolina. And when I started looking at the artists, I was like, okay, these are all Italian artists. So they're in Italy, they had this jazz festival called the Umbria Jazz Festival. According to them over there, it's legendary. And it's good stuff. So they decided to leave Italy, come to Durham, North Carolina, and record in the studio. And this is what we ended up with. The Umbria Jazz Festival comes to North Carolina. This is really, really good. It's if you listen to a lot of jazz and you listen to a lot of the hard bop kind of soul jazz where they do a lot of blues. They do a lot of blues chords and a lot of blues licks. This one is kind of, these players, not that they couldn't, but they don't. The jazz is not, it's not as bluesy as say like a lot of the blue notes and the hard bop tracks. It's professional. I guess that's the good word for it. It's professional. Really good. There's only a few of these on Discogs. I think there's only 2. And they're overseas. So I would snatch this up quick. This is really, really good. There's nothing on YouTube. These tracks are phenomenal. Okay, how about some boring stuff? Boring classical for all you people that don't care. But I finally found a Beethoven Pastoral, an original on Columbia. I've seen this a lot, but finally got a clean copy. Bruno Walters' version is so sweet, so smooth. It's so uplifting. If you like classical, if you guys appreciate classical, this one's kind of a little more sought after. Bruno conducting, it swells a lot. If any of you guys listen to Beethoven's Pastoral, you know what I'm talking about. Great sounding copies, great. There's other recordings, but this one has become the cream of the crop, and I'm happy to have a good, clean copy. Okay, only 4 more left, guys. We'll make this quick. This one here, man, I've known about this one and this guy's quintets for a long time, and they're really hard to find. I was super happy to find this promo copy. The Harold Land Quintet. This is the Peacemaker. This is 68 on Cadet. Harold Land. All of these are original tracks by him. This is an amazing, beautiful sounding recording. It's just a great, it's ear piercing how clear it is. You got Bobby Hutcherson, of course, Harold Land, Donald Bailey, Buster Williams. Yeah, dude, this is a great one to have. This one can fetch you a little bit. The originals, the non-promos are still going to go for in that that 150 range. So I'm grateful to have this one. Did I spun it like 5 times? Yeah, I spun it like 5 times. Harold Land, he did a few quintet releases. Gotta get them all. Man, love this guy. David Axelrod, Strange Ladies. This is just David Axelrod doing his thing. Funky. I mean, God, how how many times has this album been sampled? You know, all the New York rap artists of the late 90s, early 2000s, even the mid 90s. Dude, they sampled so much from this. This is a phenomenal record, man. One you can pick up. You can pick this up cheap, 25, 30 bucks. All right, last two. Okay, so my buddy Greg Heath, if you follow him on Instagram, Needle in the Hay Vinyl. He's always out finding some incredible stuff, man, and we do some wheeling and dealing. And when he showed me this, I was like, yeah, I'll make you up a nice stack, and I really want that. This is a tough one to find. But it's Billy Mitchell. This is Billy Mitchell. This is an original, man. 62. It's a promo copy, and this thing is freaking near mint. Young Bobby Hutcherson on here again. Now this one's got a little organ, and I can deal with organ, but this one, the organ is way in the back. So I just hear Billy Mitchell, smooth tone. Bobby Hutcherson comes in with his solos, which are really, really smooth. So the Smash label, James Brown did a ton on Smash label, and there was a bunch of soul and funk that was also on Smash. So to see an album like this, that's why it's hard to find on the Smash label. I don't think there's any for sale right now on Discogs. Might be in the stereo pressing, but I don't think the mono. This is a stereo pressing. I don't think the mono has any. But man, this is a great jazz record. And anytime you see smoke, you gotta get it, right? It's always the best. Okay, the last one. This is one that's been on my want list for a long time. We've seen him earlier in the video. This is his debut. This is Eddie Russ, Fresh Out. Original on Jazz Masters. I think this is 1974 or 71. I'm way off. But this one debuts Larry Nazzaro. Larry would go on to do some stuff on Strata, not Strata East, but their you know what word I'm looking for. Their before label was on Strata. Really good, like dude, that's a white boy that can blow like the blues, man. This is a fantastic record. It was at the Atlanta Record Show, and a guy, so he was across from me. I took a table down there and took straight up dollar stuff, just boxes of dollar stuff. And after the rush, the guy that was across from me, you know, a few things on his wall, you know, I was watching, and somebody had bought something. I think it was one of those Marilyn Monroe records, and then he replaced it with this, and I immediately told the guy beside me, "Watch my table, I'm gone." So I walked over there to him. We did some wheeling and dealing. He gave me a great price on this. This is a hard one to find, and I don't think there's any for sale now. I'm not sure if it's being reissued, but man, dude, this is a phenomenal record. I'm super happy to have it, and that cover too. My son, he, you know, as soon as I pulled it out, he said, "Egg." I was like, "Yeah, that's an egg." He's breaking out the egg. Eddie Russ, happy to have it. Music's over, video's over. I kept it under 20 minutes. I appreciate you guys tuning in. All the new subscribers. I used to do videos a little more regularly, but I got 3 kids, so it's a little harder right now, but I'm always out there digging. And I'll try to be back as soon as I can with another video. Until then, you guys have a good one. See ya.